Welcome to the next class on profit and loss. I will discuss some questions on the lemons, like if a girl purchases 6 lemons for ₹7 and sells them at 7 lemons for ₹6, like that. So, like they are varying the things like that. So basically, these type of problems which were in exercise 4A, you have to really take out the cost price of one lemon and selling price of one lemon. In the beginning initial questions, the question will tell you that where there is a profit or loss. But in the coming questions, means when you ascend further, you will find questions where they are not telling where there will be profit or loss. So you have to judge yourself how. It might be there that the SP or CP for one item or for n items might not be in a whole number. They might be in a fraction. So there the skill of comparing the fractions will be handy. Okay, so like that things are there. So I think so one more question I had done yesterday only regarding that how to calculate if there is not profit or loss is given. Profit or loss is not given. But question was SP of 25 items equal to CP of 15 items. So if the number of items is more, you may do either one thing, that take their LCM and you calculate for that many items, or you take the CP or SP for single item. Okay, so let's start the class with some more questions. This chapter is profit and loss. And it is the 21st chapter I am teaching you, and it is the third lecture on this. I'm sorry, it should be the fourth lecture because we started from Saturday itself. Saturday and Monday and Tuesday, this is Wednesday lecture, so it is the fourth lecture on this. And exercise 4A. Exercise. The exercise names are a little bit misleading because 4A will be so many places. This chapter is they are dividing with AP, A, all these things, so you must know that. Profit and loss is a very good chapter. You will use the concepts of percentage also. I told you about profit, loss, discount also. I also told you about how to calculate single discount equal to two successive discounts, all these things. And I think so last I had solved was question number 5 I had solved. Okay. Then I am taking question number 6. 4 and 5 are of the same pattern and 5th I have solved. Now I am taking up question number 6. Question number 6 says a trader brought some eggs at the rate of 36 per dozen and sold them at a profit of 40%. So this is question number 6. How many eggs did he bring? Some eggs. Number of eggs is not given, but he is selling them at 36 rupees per dozen. So brought means he is bringing at that price. That means that is CP for him. So right here, CP for one egg equal to how much? See, 36 rupees for one dozen. Dozen means 12 units. That means 12 threes are 36. So 36 by 12, that means rupees 3 per egg. How many of you know what is the current cost of eggs? Someone if knows, well, please mention in the comment section what is the current cost of the eggs. Sometimes the eggs are giving crate also. So that crate cost is, if currently, because see, mathematics is not only about talking in the imaginary way, but real cost. So 30 eggs in a crate are there. In a crate there are 30 eggs and it is 170 rupees. 170 to 180. So if you take it 180, it will be how much? So current cost is more. The person is purchasing at a lesser cost. Actual cost is 6 rupees per egg. So one raw egg is 6 rupees. In the book, the question is 3 rupees. So we must know the cost of things also, important to judge and determine. So this person got at rupees 3 rupees per head. It might be they are getting it the same cost. Then what more the question is asking us? It is saying sold them the profit of 40%. Now see, as I had told you in the previous lecture, profit and loss percent and profit and loss are decided on the basis of CP, that is cost price. So that here profit intended, that means how much in profit is desired, 40% profit. Now see, you have to assume what they asked. Now see, CP is given, profit is given. Only one thing that you can calculate. What is that? Selling price. Is that they asked? Yes. And they said selling price of an egg. A and the. And means here we are talking about one egg. Okay. So you can use the standard formula. Since profit is here, if you remember, I have told some learning aid that if profit is there, you do 1 plus R by 100. So SP equal to CP into 1 plus R by 100. So SP equal to 1 plus R by 100 into CP. This formula, if you want to write, you can certainly write. I will always promote you to write this formula because plus and minus in the formula will make all the difference. It can give you full mark or it can give you 0 also. Depends on you how you take it. So R profit is there. So right here, this will tell that SP of 110. Here R is the profit percent. Okay, so equal to CP is how much? 3 rupees. 1 plus profit is 40%, so that is 40 by 100. And you can clearly see 1 plus something, that means obviously profit will be there, because plus means 1 plus something is more than 1, so profit will be more than 3. That means there will be a profit and it will be a, you have to write the unit also, rupees. Rupees symbol, then 3 into 100 plus 40 is 140 per 100. 0 cancel, 2 for the 10, 2 single 14. So rupees 21 by 5. You can also write it in the form of a mixed fraction. 5 4s are 20. 4 whole 1 by 5. It might also be given in decimals. Possibility is there. So question number 6. 4 rupees 20 paise. Yes. So rupees 5 for the 20 and 1 for 5 to the 10. That is the answer. Now, what new thing I have used in this question? I have used the formula of calculating the selling price if the cost price and the profit percent is given. The selling price can also be calculated if there is cost price given and also loss percentage given. So with the help of cost price, and see this cost price we have calculated if the data for more is given. From more to less I have divided. So you have to also know how many units in a dozen? 12. Okay. So 12 units are there in a dozen. So with that we can calculate things. Then what? I have done. I use the formula. SP of 1 egg is CP into 1 plus sign comes when plus sign comes when there is a profit. And 40 by 100, 40 is the profit. So don't write 40% here. 40 will be number only. For percentage already there is a 100 put here. So applying the formula is also a skill. Use it judiciously. Moving on to the next question. I expect you to solve the questions from short examples also. And if you find any doubt, you can please mention in the YouTube comments. I will try to take up in the next class. And moving on to the question number See question number 7 also on the same pattern, but just like question number 5, but some difference is there. Okay, 8th question you can do on your own, 7th I am doing for you. Now question number 7. What are they talking about in question number 7? Let us see. A trader is there and that trader is selling something. And what he's selling? Erasers. So he sold 40 erasers and earned a profit equal to selling price of 12 erasers. Okay. So find his profit percentage. Okay. Now see, he is selling 40 erasers and profit. So profit and this selling price of 12 erasers is given to us. So see how to calculate profit percentage. For profit percentage we need SP and CP. Let us calculate the SP and CP. First we'll take, let us assume SP as X. So right here let the selling price of one eraser total is X. Therefore, SP of 40 erasers equal to how much? Rupees 40x. We have assumed that unit price of one eraser is X rupees SP. So he is selling 40 erasers. So SP will be 40x. Now profit is given how much? Profit on selling 40 erasers. How much? Rupees 12x. So equal to SP of the 12 erasers. Clear? SP and profit is known. Can you calculate CP from here? This implies that CP of 40 erasers equal to CP is what? SP minus profit. That means 40x minus 12x and 40 minus 7 is 30, that means 2 is 28x. 2 is 28x. Now, once you know the CP and you know the profit, can you calculate the profit percentage? Yes, certainly we can. How we will do it? So right here, profit percentage is, what is the profit? 12x. What is CP? 28x. X cancels. 4 3 are 12, 4 7 are 28. So 300 by 7%. That means 7 4 are 28 and 2 30. 7 2 are 14. 14 and 6. 42 6 by 7%. That should be the answer here for question number 7. Yes, and that is the answer also. Look what I have done here. See, we obviously need to find the CP, because without the CP, we cannot get the answer here. So what I will do is, we are just calculating the SP first, because in the terms of SP only the profit also is given and also it is given about the SP. So SP of 40 erasers will calculate, and after calculating SP of 40 erasers, what we'll do is we will calculate the profit. How to calculate profit? You know, profit is the extra money that is earned on cost price. So if you remove the profit from selling price, you will get the cost price. So then what I have done? I have calculated the cost price here, and using the cost price, I have got the so profit percentage, profit upon CP into 100. So I have calculated the profit percentage. How? By calculating the profit. How to calculate profit here? Profit is calculated by using what? The formula for SP minus profit. So SP minus profit will be giving you CP. See, profit also we require. That's why we have used 40x as the SP, and profit is how much? Equal to the selling price of 12. So 12x is the profit here. Using SP and profit, we have calculated the CP. And then after calculating CP, what we have done is we have calculated profit percentage, and that profit percentage is profit upon CP into 100. So profit is 12x, 12x upon 28x we have done, and then multiplied with 100. So it is 300 by 7%, or we have used in the mixed fraction, it is 22 whole 6 by 7%. So I hope this makes things clear to you, and we will continue with some more questions in the next class.